I agree with the family. I hope you die in prison as well.
Excuse me a second. Let the record reflect that the defendant is laughing during the victim impact statement. Go ahead, ma'am. I apologize.
Chyna was just 3 weeks away from walking across the stage to graduate high school, and you took that opportunity away from her. When you came and ate dinner with us, you went out with us multiple times. So we would expect it better from you. And I just want you to know, like, when you get back to your cell, we want you to think about the pain you caused me and my family and friends.
Chyna Forney was days away from graduating when she was gunned down by a heartless family friend.
So I won't. It'll be like we were for a while without seeing each other.
He was a trusted family friend who ate with her in the same house, but he ended up killing her. He was not remorseful even after he was sentenced to prison.
You want to address the court, Mr. Foy?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
6 other witnesses said I wasn't there. We have 2 females said I was there that was on a FaceTime call.
Sir, we're not trying the case. The case has been tried. The jury was convinced beyond a reasonable doubt. Sir, you can't talk at the same time as I talk because the stenographer is going to take down my words.
Okay.
If you want your words recorded, you can't try to talk over me. The jury's already decided that issue, sir. Anything else you want to say to the court, sir?
Yeah. You're a biased judge and I can't wait to appeal to see my case. I'm innocent.
Is that why you were laughing throughout the statement?
He taunted her families during the court proceedings, but her family eventually had the last laugh. We will delve into the life of Chyna and proceed to how all this played out in court. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories.
Thank you. I know.
This story takes us to Albany, New York. Albany, the capital of New York State, is a city with a rich history, vibrant culture, and is located on the west bank of the Hudson River, about 150 miles north of New York City. The crime rate in Albany is lower than other urban areas, such as Fresno, California, which has a crime rate of 594 per 100,000 people. It is still one of the most dangerous counties in New York, with a crime rate of 367.1. Chyna Forney was born on January 11, 2003. She was educated in the Albany school system. She attended Arbor Hill Elementary School, Hackett Middle School and was slated to graduate from Albany Leadership Charter High School for Girls with the class of 2021. Chyna was a girl with many talents, and whatever Chyna was involved in, she gave her all. Chyna had a deep affinity for track and field and began running in the Just Run program at Arbor Hill Elementary School. She continued running indoor and outdoor track for Albany Leadership Charter High School for Girls throughout her tenure in high school. In 2013 she joined the Tone Setter Step team. She became a captain in 2017 and remained a captain until she graduated from the team on May 1, 2021. In 2015, Chyna joined the Too Hot For You dance team.
Conscious things on a step team is that when we have to learn other steps, some people don't get it, and so we have to keep teaching them.
She became a captain in 2016. Chyna was a fearless captain and never backed down from a dance battle. Her team loved her as she showed them that she was a great captain for them. She later became employed at McDonald's, where she rose to manager and was employed there upon her passing. She was hoping to go to college and become a nurse before she passed on May 3, 2021. Just 2 days prior to her passing, a video was made where she was hugging the close people to her at event. On May 3, 2021, Chyna left school and was walking to her family member's house when she was struck by a bullet that was meant for someone else. Someone had opened fire, shooting numerous times into the streets. One of those bullets unfortunately hit Chyna. After some investigations, there was no lead, but the people in the community would not just give up.
Victory Church in Albany is offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to an arrest in the murder of Chyna Forney.
The 18-year-old high school senior was gunned down yesterday afternoon on Essex Street. Jonathan Hunter is live in Albany with our follow-up report. Jonathan?
Yes, good evening, Mark and Benita. This is a very sad situation indeed. Chyna Forney, she was 18 years old. She had her whole life ahead of her. She had plans to graduate from Albany Leadership Charter School for Girls and wanted to go on to study nursing. The school sent us a statement. They say they watched her grow from a bright-eyed, fun-loving freshman to a young woman with focus and determination. They say she was a talented athlete who was a leader on the indoor and outdoor track team. They say they will always remember her infectious smile and personality. I spoke to Steve Smith, a spokesperson for the Albany Police Department. He says when it comes to homicide investigations, people in the community are reluctant to give out any information. He says the community and police have to work together to solve this case.
This is real life that we're dealing with. This is not a TV reality show. We need the community to work with us. We need them to provide information when it comes to these types of incidents. It goes a long way, and we need to make sure that we're holding individuals accountable.
Chyna was honored by her friends and families with a very befitting burial. Her schoolmates attended all the events. They also had a balloon release for her too.
I have trouble accepting the fact that you're gone, so I won't. It'll be like we went for a while without seeing each other.
For you, Chai. Look, what I told you, Chai. She ain't going nowhere. I told you I'm telling you.
Sometimes later, the case blew wide open when Alvin Foy and Jamra Manning were named as the suspects in the killing of Chyna. Jamra Manning pleaded guilty and he was sentenced accordingly.
We begin with breaking news. A 20-year-old man has admitted to killing an 18-year-old woman in Albany last year.
Yeah, the Albany County DA's office telling us moments ago, Jamra Manning pleading guilty today to second-degree murder and other charges in connection with the death of Chyna Forney.
Forney was about to graduate high school when she was murdered. Her family and friends say she was a track star and a dancer, and she was planning to enroll in nursing school.
Forney killed in a drive-by shooting on Essex Street May the 3rd. Prosecutors say Manning and another suspect, Alvin Foy, fired over 30 shots towards a group of people. Manning faces 20 years to life in prison now when they sentence him in December.
As for Alvin, he decided to go to trial where he lost his case but would not come to terms with his new reality. He was very rude and very disrespectful in the court during the whole court proceedings. He showed no remorse during his sentencing phase. He kept smiling and laughing during the victim impact statement. He was eventually sentenced accordingly too.
On May 3rd, 2021, you were a co-defendant.
The judge had to step in because he would not stop laughing.
Excuse me a second. Let the record reflect that the defendant is laughing during the victim impact statement. Go ahead, ma'am, I apologize.
Chyna was just 3 weeks away from walking across the stage to graduate high school, and you took that opportunity away from her. When you came and ate dinner with us, you went out with us multiple times, so we would expect better from you. And I just want you to know, like, when you get back to yourself, we want you to think about the pain you caused me and my family and friends.
After the statement, it was time for the judge to tell him how he felt, and he sure did.
You want to address the court, Mr. Foy?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
6 other witnesses said I wasn't there. We have 2 females said I was there that was on a FaceTime call.
Sir, we're not trying the case. The case has been tried. The jury was convinced beyond a reasonable doubt. Sir, you can't talk at the same time as I talk because the stenographer is going to take down my words.
Okay.
If you want your words recorded, you can't try to talk over me. The jury's already decided that issue, sir. Anything else you want to say to the court, sir?
Yeah. You're a biased judge and I can't wait to appeal to see my case. I'm innocent.
Is that why you were laughing throughout the statement by the sister of... Is that why you were laughing, sir?
She was laughing at me. Think I'm
anything else, sir?
Yes.
Go ahead, finish.
I'm innocent.
You've said that already.
I know.
Anything else?
So I come home, I'm innocent.
The judge went ahead to say his own mind before he imposed his sentence.
The defendant stands before this court professing his innocence, and regardless of whether you admit to brutally murdering her, you wouldn't sit at sentencing and laugh about it. That's, sir, your time to speak has ended. It's now the court's time to speak. If you can't conduct yourself appropriately, we'll send you back into the jail and I'll sentence you without you here. Here's the bottom line, sir. Anyone with a shred of human decency would not sit in the courtroom and laugh at the sentencing. One more time, Mr. Mills, let your client know I'm about to send him back into the holding cells. Any individual with a shred of human decency would not laugh, regardless of whether he wanted to assert his innocence or not. He would not laugh and make a joke and slouch in the chair and act like this is a bus stop or a bodega or a park bench.
I was wrongfully convicted.
Take the defendant back into the courtroom. Put her back into the holding cells.
I ain't worried about it.
Pull his pants up while you're doing it, please. So the courtroom doesn't have to observe that. I'm going to sentence the defendant in his absence, because he obviously has shown that he cannot conduct himself appropriately.
New developments in the case against one of the two men who shot and killed 18-year-old Chyna Forney in Albany in 2021, weeks before her high school graduation.
Alvin Foy III sentenced this afternoon to 25 years to life in prison. News 10 ABC Zion Dakota was in Albany County's court for today's sentencing, and he has some shocking details.
Friends and families were happy after the two suspects were sentenced. Chyna was also honored by her community. They named the street after her.
It's been just over a year since 18-year-old Chyna Forney was shot and killed on Essex Street in Albany.
To honor her, the street where she was killed now bears her name. Jonathan Hunter is live at what is now known as Chyna Forney Way. Jonathan.
Yes, Sabrina, and good evening to you, Mark. And the city of Albany wanted to keep Chyna's memory alive, and here on Essex Street, it is now also known as Chyna Forney Way. And it's been just over a year since she was shot and killed, and there's still a small memorial over here where people can remember Chyna Forney. On Tuesday evening, Albany city leaders came to Essex Street to unveil Chyna Forney Way. Robert DePasquale lives on the street. He did not live on the street last year when the shooting took place, but he heard what happened.
I found out about it as soon as I moved to the area, and a lot of the neighbors had talked to me about it, discussed that with me, that how it had impacted them.
Robert says he and other neighbors are happy the city is remembering Chyna. Chyna was shot and killed on Essex Street last year on May 3rd. She was not the intended target. Jameer Manning and Alvin Foy were arrested in connection to the shooting. Chyna is being remembered as having an infectious smile and bubbly personality.
It's been a year, so it's a year of reflection, the good times and the smiles.
Bishop Avery Comathier is the pastor of Elijah Missionary Church. Chyna's funeral was held at his church. He says many people attended the service. Chyna went to Albany Leadership Charter School for Girls. She ran track and was captain on the Tone Setter Step team.
She was a go-getter. She was just a dancer. She was a dancer and a leader. It's just unfortunate. But her memory is still here.
Bishop Comathier and Robert are hoping that the sign, Chyna Forney Way, will serve as a reminder that we have to do better as a community so another person does not lose their life.
But also put some awareness that we need to be tighter as a community, that we need more communication with each other.
This was a very sad incident that could have been avoided if these two crazed men didn't go shooting sporadically on the streets. While Chyna's life was short, she touched everyone she encountered. Known for her beautiful smile, her laugh, and her playful ways, the diva herself will truly be missed, as she was definitely the life of the party.
Please, if you're not a graduate, can you please back up into the stand? If you're not a graduate,
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me, I'm working on it. Okay.
Where's Sanaya? No. Mike, remember you went from the front, so can you go that way and take it back? Remember when the picture from that, can you take it? Huh? Don't touch it. Take it. It's dirty. Stand in the front.
Excuse us.
Or they're going to cover it.
Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Chyna Forney. May her soul continue to rest in peace. Please stay observant out there, and we shall see you guys in the next story.